Hi, my name is Miguel Calderón, and this is my show, Neurotics Anonymous. It all started because I got obsessed with the iconography of this association called Neurotics Anonymous, and I just started collecting these posters for the meetings, and then I started attending the meetings. Oh, I'm very obsessive. My mom, I grew up with a very neurotic mom, and this led to her actually going to some of these meetings. My father was a professional car racer, and when I was growing up, he got into a lot of accidents, and there's a specific photograph that he took where he pleads and says he will never race again after this accident. The photo was of an accident. And through my dad, I met a photographer that I really liked, and I loved his work. They nicknamed him the Vulture, buitre in Spanish, and he was obsessed with documenting accidents. And what really drew my attention more than the accident was that there was a photographer in the picture taking a photograph of the accident. So this photograph is a recreation of that image from memory. As a young teenager also, I used to go to all these openings because they offered free cheese and wine and grapes. And I started noticing very subtly how a group of people went into the opening with empty backpacks, and then I started noticing at the door that the backpacks were full. So I was very curious about this phenomena, and I started talking to them and befriending them, and I realized that these guys, the cocteleros, which are the subject of my film and a photograph, they survive from eating food at openings. And it really drew my attention because it talks a lot about the dynamics and politics of art and how it works. I often really engage in these very interesting conversations, and they're very critical of the work, and many times we share the same opinions. And I really like that because they're very straightforward. They don't like something, they say it's a piece of shit, and often I feel the same way. I often say that if I could, I would just make films, but it's completely contradictory. I know that it's not true. I'm lying to myself.
Yeah.
Because again, every time after I make a film, I want to regroup, and I start taking photographs and start making drawings, and it's just I'm very lucky that I'm addicted to making art.